so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy wants to that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
DC should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. I know you, as a high-level wrestler and Olympian yourself, are always curious to see guys who wrestled collegiately on this level now apply their trade in the UFC.
You know, you look at this guy and you think about his past, you think about his background, how he has been trained from his youth to be here. Even though he understood he wanted to be a mixed martial artist, his dad knew that he had to wrestle. And that wrestling took him through college, and it leads him to the UFC. That is why you see him approach fights the way that he does. He's been embedded in this kid. And if he can continue to evolve his entire mixed martial arts game to match his wrestling level, he's hell on wheels. He's shown that to this point.
And one thing he has focused on is being more active when he does get the fight to the ground. So perhaps we'll see an uptick in the ground and pound here tonight as this high-level wrestler gets back to work. And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the Nightmare. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Michael the Menace Johnson.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the T-Mobile Arena. This has really become the UFC's home base here in Vegas since 2016, and you competed on that inaugural night. UFC 200 was a big one.
I got to stand across the octagon from one of the greatest fighters of all time, Anderson Silva, but the roof was blown off at UFC 200. So many stars and legends competed on that night. I'm glad I was able to stand amongst them tonight. You get to make your mark here tonight.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, he's setting up for a submission now.
Dude's trying to finish the fight.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well here to avoid damage on the ground.
You don't want to be comfortable on your back, but when you're taken down, you got to make sure you're active. That's exactly what he's doing.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush. They get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound with very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Oh, he's setting up an armbar now. Oh, he's got that submission tight now. Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's got to be it. No way, he got up.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done. He lets the fight on.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
North-south position. Come on, crowd. Get your mind out of the gut.
Making all these shots count.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Big moments on both sides in round one. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Oh, that is a furious inside leg kick. You don't
really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
All right, I've got a novel idea. When you've got a submission base like this guy does and good offensive takedowns, I don't know, maybe crack a little bit?
Maybe try to get a takedown. Maybe try to get the fight to the floor. Maybe make this guy fight you where you're the best in the entire UFC at. Get this fight to the mat where you're bound to be successful.
Looks like he's got that submission locked in.
He's really... Oh, man, that was slick.
Johnson's in half guard now. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. Oh, in the mouth. This is where he wants to do it.
Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the shot.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an arm bar. This is a very big advantage position for this fighter. Oh, no, he's posturing.
So just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. Close guard. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Johnson. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm.
Oh, he's out. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Johnson ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Final seconds here of round two. All right, round three coming up next.
Stop!
All right, you lost that round. It's okay. We're going to go right back out, and if he gets anywhere near your neck, you've got to put both hands on him.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Johnson gets caught by the straight punch. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission, D. All right, has the guard closed here. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Johnson.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
Oh, another submission attempt by him. Oh, that looks tight. Oh, that's gotta be it. There's the tap! Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call a shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
We get the official decision with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 51 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, the Nightmare.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.